The moment I pushed open my front door, the smell hit me first. Stale gravy, spilled wine, and something sour that made my stomach twist. Then my foot slid on something soft. When I looked down, a smashed pumpkin pie oozed between my shoes like an exposed wound. That's when Mom's voice snapped through the dim living room. "Good. You're here," she said, not even turning from the kitchen doorway. "Clean this up." Her tone wasn't angry. It was worse, casual, dismissive, like I wasn't her daughter returning home for Thanksgiving but a maid arriving late for a shift. And that's when I saw it. The house was destroyed. Plates stacked in sloppy towers, wine glasses tipped over, napkins stuck to the floor. Decorations drooped from the ceiling like they were exhausted from hanging there. And the guests, my family, were gone. Completely. The party had happened without me. My breath snagged, sharp and cold. "Mom." My voice barely worked. "You started without me?" She finally glanced at me. Her lipstick was smudged, hair messy, eyes glittering with a brightness I couldn't place. "Everyone left already. Things got hectic. Anyway, I need the house cleaned before tonight." "Tonight? Another gathering? Without me again?" The confusion pricked first, then the heat beneath it. Anger trying to claw its way up. "Why didn't anyone call me?" I asked. She shrugged. "We weren't sure you'd make it." "I told you I was coming." Another shrug. A dismissal sharp enough to cut. I scanned the room again, each mess a puzzle piece. But something else tugged at the corner of my vision, the doorway to the hallway. My bedroom door was slightly open. Light spilled out. "Mom," I said slowly. "Who went in my room?" That got a reaction. Flicker. A tiny guilty twitch at the corner of her mouth. "No one," she said too quickly. "You're imagining things." It was a lie. A clumsy one. "I'm going to look," I said. Her hand shot out, fingers wrapping tightly around my arm. "Leave it." The grip sent a pulse straight through me, fear instinctive and sharp. I pulled away. "I'm not a child." She exhaled loudly, rolling her eyes like I was the one being unreasonable. "Fine. Do whatever." As I walked toward the hallway, the air changed, colder, heavier, like the house itself was holding its breath. I pushed my bedroom door open, and everything inside me dropped. All over my dresser, my nightstand, even the bed, were traces of someone else. A jacket I didn't recognize. A glass of half-finished wine. A scent that didn't belong to me or anyone I loved. And then, a photograph. My hands trembled as I picked it up. A Polaroid. Fresh enough the edges were still warm. My boyfriend, Evan, sitting on my bed. His arm wrapped around my mother. Her head on his shoulder. His lips on hers. My stomach lurched so violently I pressed a hand against my mouth to keep myself from breaking apart right there. Behind me I heard her quiet footsteps. "You weren't supposed to see that yet," she said softly. "Yet." That word sliced through me. I turned slowly, the photograph clutched so tightly it bent in my hand. "Mom, what did you do?" She didn't look ashamed. She looked inconvenienced. "I told Evan you wouldn't understand. You're so emotional. He needs stability. A real partner. Not someone who spirals over every little thing." Every word landed like a blow, each one heavier than the last. "He's my boyfriend," I whispered. "He was," she corrected. "You two weren't working. We could all see it." We. My chest tightened painfully. "You planned this?" "Behind my back." "You don't know what's good for you," she snapped. "You never have. Evan and I." "Stop," I choked out. But she didn't. Wouldn't. We connected. "He's mature. He listens. He doesn't push people away." "Mom," I said, but it barely came out. "And honestly," she continued, voice sharp as glass, "you should be grateful I stepped in before you ruined things with him completely. Grateful. For her betrayal." The world wavered. The walls, the floor, her face, all swimming. My thoughts felt jagged and disjointed, clashing into each other. Denial, rage, heartbreak, disbelief. "Where is he now?" I asked quietly. Her expression froze. "What? Where is Evan?" She swallowed. Looked at the living room. "He left a little before you arrived. We didn't want it to be awkward." We didn't want it to be awkward. Something inside me cracked, silent but seismic. I stepped past her. My legs felt unsteady, but my resolve sharpened with every breath. I walked back into the wrecked living room, scanning the destruction with new eyes. This wasn't a party. This was carelessness, indifference, a celebration of betrayal. My voice came out calm, too calm. I'm not cleaning this. She blinked, startled. Excuse me. For the first time in my life, I said. You can clean up your own mess. Her face reddened. Don't you dare take that tone. But I was already walking to the door. Where are you going? She shouted. We're not done. I turned back, meeting her gaze with a steadiness I didn't know I possessed. We've been done for a long time, I said. Her mouth opened, but whatever she planned to say died in her throat when she saw the photograph in my hand, the one I slid into my pocket. Evidence. Truth. The final break. I stepped outside, the cold air slamming into me, shocking my lungs back into life. The door closed behind me with a sharp final snap. As I walked to my car, my phone buzzed. A text. From Evan. We need to talk. I think your mom told you something. It's not what it looks like. Please, don't shut me out. My fingers hovered over the screen. Then I typed one sentence. I saw everything. Both of you. Don't contact me again. When I hit send, the night felt different, still painful, still sharp, but mine. The betrayal had broken something inside me. But it had also freed me.